Welcome back. We're on our way to the old Dalton farm. We're going to avenge Grandpa George. That's the plan, at least. Got a bit of a ways to go still, though. Ooh, I might want you. I need aluminum, actually, but I will take whatever. Let's see. I wonder... It's got to be like a Mirelurk Queen, right? That I'm after? Yeah, it's still pretty far. That's the only thing that makes sense. If it's not... I'm gonna be a little upset. You know, if they're like, oh, you know, my grandpa was killed by this terrible beast, go avenge him, which is basically the conversation we had. And it's like a soft shell Mirelurk. I'm gonna be a little sad for these people. I mean, they called it a fog crawler. I don't know what a fog crawler. Oh, hello. There you go. Oh, hi, boys. You're really gonna run up to me? Come on. You know that can only go one way, right? Oh, I'm gonna crouch. I'm actually kind of taking a lot of health damage. Okay, coastal armor. That's intriguing. Is that all of them? Blazing Chinese sword. Okay. Okay, thanks for the bullets. I needed them for this gun. Let's go ahead and heal ourselves up a little. Killed another one, didn't I? I threw a grenade in here. Maybe he ran and he didn't die. It could be. Is there nothing else in here? Okay. Praxo cleaner. I think you can actually make drugs from that.
Got it.
Is this where the road ends? Oh, wow. I ran like completely off the path. What the fuck? That's weird looking. Curiosity is a dangerous thing. Oh, of course. It was blacked out, so I assumed it might be like a doorway, like a cave entrance or something. But no. Hello, my sweetness. What are you doing here? Is it a weird color? Oh, it's the Vim one. Alright. Cool. It's a unique paint job. At least I think it's unique.
Sweet.
You might be able to learn it and put it on any armor. But I'll take it. At least for now. Until we return to town and we can drop it off. Because we don't do power armor around here normally. I think this is where I want to be. Nope, nah, still not even close. Hey, aluminum. You guys might be aluminum. I don't know. Do we want to go over here? We're going to go over here. Suitcase. Okay, that's about what I expected. You're alive. You're not alive. You're alive. You're not alive either. Is anyone in here alive? Maybe you were. I don't know. Blew your head off regardless. Okay. We're gonna make it. I swear. We're only 5 minutes into the episode where it feels like it's been longer than that. Hi, wolves. Wow, you survived a shot to the head. I'm actually impressed. And now you did. Is there a wolf meat cooking recipe? There's gotta be, right?
Yes.
Have I made the comparison between Fallout and Skyrim? Fallout 4 and Skyrim, obviously, just because they're the two most recent. And the differences between the franchises that bother me. I don't know if I have. So, there's a couple... Holy shit.
Not me.
That was a lot of mines. Okay. I managed to get away without taking damage, though. So, as I've just said a little bit ago, it might have been the last episode, I have about 800 hours played Skyrim, which is a lot. It's my most played game on Steam by like 100 hours. I played it a lot on PlayStation back in 2011, 2012, like 200 or 300 hours. It's my most played game. I don't know if I would say it's my favorite game of like all time, but it's pretty high up there. There's just the Elder Scrolls series in general. Obviously, the older ones haven't aged very well. And people will say the same thing about Skyrim in, like 10 years. Where is this beastie? Is it a Mirelurk Queen? Oh, it's a legendary too. Is it supposed to be? It's fucking rad looking. Holy shit. Let me get a good look at you. You're probably gonna smash my face in. You're like a... What are you? Okay, you got praying mantis claws. That's cool. You're also apparently stuck. So... Thanks for making this easy. And you have mutated. That's not doing very much damage. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Ow. You know what? It's a good thing I have power armor. Because that actually kind of hurts. Holy shit balls. Alright, you're kind of strong. Now you don't have a face. Oh my god, I'm actually almost dead. I was at like 15%. Skyrim. Fallout. Making a comparison here. Mutant Slayer's Gauze Rifle. I mean, take it.
You see a lot of folks at their worst in my line of work.
Till the fog is cleared? What the fuck do you mean till the fog is cleared? Does that mean I have to like advance the story? That's a weird hold on, I want to take a... It's like a... Is it supposed to be like some kind of lobster? I can't move it because it's going to be too heavy, but yeah. And I just got out of the power armor. I'm trying to think... I mean, I'm not a fucking marine biologist, but what the fuck are you? It's like... I want to say like a lobster creature. It almost looks like a Mirelurk Hunter, which are obviously clearly based off lobsters. But, I don't know. It's fucking cool, though. Strong as shit. It hit me like one time and took most of my health away. Anyway, back to this fucking comparison that I've been trying to make and only have 10 minutes to do. I have, as I said, 800 hours, roughly, in Skyrim. There's people out there who probably have more, but that's a lot for me. Fallout, I have about, I think I'm pushing 160. New Vegas, I've played through a couple times, and I have about 60 or 70 hours, I think, on Steam, and I played it again on PlayStation back in kind of when it was released. I saw movement. And I didn't play that's weird. I didn't really play Morrowind. I played a little over at a friend's house every once in a while. I went over there, but most of the time I never played that one. Oblivion I played the shit out of, like several hundred hours, and I actually have fond memories of Oblivion because I would play Oblivion so much. This was in like 2007, 2008. I would play it so much that I would get so powerful, and my save file would be so large and like just so much data that my Xbox would stop loading it. It just wouldn't load. That the file wouldn't be corrupted or anything. It'd just be like, yo, this is like 100 hours worth of playtime. You're level 60. I can't process this. I can't load it, and it would just stop. It'd get to like 80% of the progress bar on the loading screen when you first loaded the file, and then it would stop every time. And I got like 3 or 4 characters to this point, and it was always kind of frustrating to be like, well, I'm so glad I just dumped 50 hours into this character and got to like level 60. Now I can't play him. But I played it a lot, and as I said, the Elder Scrolls series is, as a whole, probably in my top 10. They don't age very well. Their current generations are kind of always the ones that I would put in the top 10. But the series as a whole just kind of represents that. Fallout is so similar, but so different. Ah, okay. I knew there was a face, but it scared the shit out of me anyway. I saw the face and I was trying to line up a nice shot, and you just burst out. You little fuck boy. Alright, you know what? Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. God. Give me a second to reload, alright? This gun's kind of slow. This gun's still not as strong as I want it to be. God, you know... That didn't do a goddamn thing. Oh my god, that's fucking terrifyingly awesome. Oh, you actually really hurt. You know that? You, ow, oh god, I'm gonna die. What the f... Broke my leg. Just fucking die, dude. Oh, who was throwing fireballs? Oh, the trappers up there. Great. Ow. Fuck you. Oh, God. That's another fireball. Fuck. God damn. Ugh. Assholes. I thought it was fucking Nick throwing firebombs at me, but it's not. You alright there, bud? Oh, man. Where'd their bodies go? Did I shoot them that hard? Jeez. So, back to what I was saying before we were ambushed by a fucking nightmare creature. Fallout. God, I've spent fucking 5 minutes accomplishing nothing with what I want to say. Fallout and the Elder Scrolls are so similar because they run on the same engine. They kind of operate under the same kind of principles, you know, open world game, main storyline, a shitload of fucking hell that is a big skeleton. Ooh, harpoon, I'll take that. That's ammo. Open world game, lots of just shit to do, lots of character customization, and you know, different ways to play. just a lot of shit, like fucking Jangles the Moon Monkey here. Oh, hi. Wow, that was a nice shot. And I've always preferred Elder Scrolls because of the way the Elder Scrolls is done. And I normally have a preference for high fantasy, which Elder Scrolls falls into. But one thing I always liked about Elder Scrolls that Fallout, at least Fallout 3, New Vegas, and 4 haven't done is Skyrim has so much, just, it's so immense compared to Fallout. Almost every way. Like, we're playing Fallout 4 and there are so many buildings and I know it's post-apocalyptic and it's supposed to be like, well, duh, there's nothing gonna be there. It's just a ruin. But there's just so much nothing in Fallout. And all the Fallouts have done this. You know, you go to a location like, oh, what the fuck? You are not as strong as I had imagined you might be. Holy shit, that was... there's just a lot of nothing, you know, and Skyrim has that to a point, but most of Skyrim's nothing is like open fields and stuff, right? And Fallout 1, I've always just had the impression that there's just less locations and less to do. You know, you go to Skyrim and it's like, wow, there are like 500 fucking icons on my map. Every single one is going to take me at least a half hour to get through. And Fallout has that to a point, but a lot of them it's like, oh, like Concord, which is a good example. Concord's right. I can't look at it, but this is the first town you go to. And you go into Concord and it's like, this is a huge ancient city. And why are all the doors boarded up? Why is there nothing here? You know, there's the one story moment in the beginning of the game. Yeah, okay, that was great. It was actually a great moment. Hi. Kindly go fuck yourself. But there's nothing else there. There's a couple locations you can go inside of, but there's nothing there. There's nothing of interest. You know, it's like, oh, okay, well, there's like 2 or 3 ghouls in here. Let me shoot them in the face and just look for ammo that I probably don't even need. Do my helmet? No? Okay, the light just sucks dick. Whereas in Skyrim, you know, there's a couple locations, and they're not even marked on the map usually, where it's like, whatever, there's nothing here. But most of the locations, you go there, and it's like this immense, long, winding, interesting, you know, ruin or temple or whatever. And there's just, it just feels like more to do. I mean, there's like Skyrim has a crafting system. Fallout sort of does.
Detective's life isn't an easy one, but
I think you should be able to build your own guns from scratch. You know? And you can't do that. You can do that in like New Vegas, I think. You can at least build some things from scratch. Fucking legendaries. What was I saying? But yeah, you can build some things from scratch or whatever, but not a lot. In New Vegas, at least. This you can modify weapons, okay, but it's all luck and RNG. They had an enchanting system in Skyrim that they very easily could have been like, oh, you want to? No, obviously you can't call it enchanting because this isn't that kind of game. But you could very easily have been like, oh, do you want, you know, resilient, which is what this gun has, where you take less damage while reloading. Which is, it's not the best, but it works. You should be able to apply that to a weapon if you so desired. But you can't. You have to just get lucky. the absolute best weapon combination I've ever seen is an explosive shotgun. And I have one in my other file, but I will never ever see one in this file probably. And that's horse shit. Because an explosive shotgun is the best goddamn thing known to man. I just feel like there's a lot of missed opportunities and stuff they could have pulled from Skyrim that they're like, nah, Fallout's a different game. We got to do things differently. Storylines is a good example of that. In Skyrim, there's like a dozen unique storylines, right? You can become the goddamn king god of 5 different factions. Fallout, well, besides the Brotherhood, not the Brotherhood, the fucking, oh god, what the fuck are those annoying bastards called? Preston's group. The Minutemen. You gotta pick one. Fuck you, I don't want to pick one. I don't want to play your game 3 times. And I actually talked about this in a recent Dark Souls video. I don't want to play your game 3 times. I want to play your game 1 time, and I want to become the supreme Lord of Destruction. And still be able to complete everything, right? And I know in Fallout you could say maybe the storyline is a little more interesting because you have to make that choice. Do you side with the Institute? Do you side with the Brotherhood, the Railroad, whoever, you know? I mean, those are really your 3 choices. But being forced to make that choice and either do what most people do if they care about achievements and save at the point of no return and do everything else like one way and then go with the way they actually care about, which is what most people do. It's either that or you have to play the game 3 times. And you had to do that in New Vegas, and I fucking hated it. I like New Vegas for the most part. It doesn't age very well, but it's a good, well put together game. Very interesting, fairly well made for, you know, being an open world Bethesda game. I mean, I realize it was made by Obsidian, but it's got its problems, don't get me wrong. But it's good, you know. I like the speech challenges, which is something this game lacks, and all that stuff. Where are you? Right in the ear hole. Nope, you're dead actually. I don't know. It's kind of rambly, but I just feel like there's a lot of missed opportunities in Fallout that they could have pulled from Skyrim to make it better. But we're out of time. That's enough of me rambling about shit that nobody probably cares about. Thank you for watching. We're going to go in here next time. I wasted this whole episode accomplishing nothing. And see you then. It also just occurred to me that I forgot to turn the FPS counter off. So I hope that doesn't bother anyone.